Did you know that ad creatives are the most important thing in 2025 for paid ads? A lot of brands think it's about high quality. They think it's about ad budget. They think it's about all these little optimizations you do, and it's really not. If you don't know who I am, my name's Henry. I run alongside with my team an agency that creates creatives specifically using AI to power brands to 6 and 7 figure months. So, this is a little whiteboard video. Without further ado, I just like getting into the grit. No fancy editing here. Main platforms for paid ads, mostly Meta, TikTok as well. Nothing really else exists beyond that. You can run Reddit ads, and I actually do see quite a lot of success with it, but most companies only focus on the three big platforms. There are only two types: static ads, which are images, and video ads. And they come in 1:1, 4:5, and 9:16 resolutions: square, portrait, and vertical. I know this might seem probably very, very basic to most brands out there, but for those of you who don't know, that's what my job here is for. So, the biggest trend in paid ads right now that I've seen across months and months right now is not targeting, it's not retargeting. And let me get my little highlighter here for those of you who need it. It's not targeting, it's not retargeting, not tweaking, like no going in and changing the copy around and changing the headline and sub headline. None of that. You don't like none of that, okay? And it's not complex campaign setups, okay? You do not need 50 different campaigns, all with two different ad sets or three or four, and each of those ad sets have, you know, two videos in them and like two images in them. Like, you don't need to do that. It's not needed. Mass creative testing. Let me highlight this. Mass creative testing. Volume. It's a volume game, and it's going to be even more of a volume game going into this later year and next year and the year after that. As Meta's AI gets even better with their new Andromeda update, you guys can look that up if you don't know what it is. Essentially, their AI is crazy, crazy smart. They know who to target, they know what to target with, okay? They will match your ad with the correct person to buy. All that's needed is the correct creative and the ad spend to put behind it. Because if you're new and you haven't run ads before, it's going to take probably about 2 weeks, I'd say, to get a good not to get a good result, but for the AI to be fed, for their algorithm to be more specific to be fed. So it is pretty simple. You just aren't making enough creatives. Volume wins. Volume always wins. Just going over the types real quickly. 1:1, 4:5, 9:16. Videos. 1:1's not really done that much. It can, but it's not really. 4:5 and 9:16 are more or less it. To get ultra specific, honestly, 4 to 5 on both seems to be what most people are doing because of this safe zone. The safe zone is like an overlay that gets shown on your ads, images, and videos. It's a little like pop-up thing people see. They're going through their phone, right? And you have the little icons on the right, okay? My hand's probably on the left to you, but on the right, and then you have the little overlay that pops up. They'll learn more or whatever at the bottom, right? Then you have a small little bar up at the top. So the safe zone is what's in the middle of all of that. That is where you want your copy to be seen. That is where you want your main branding to be seen, right? If you have like a logo that you want, even though you shouldn't, because nobody cares at all about brand, they just care what the product does for them, yada yada. So you shouldn't have your logo in there. So, statics videos. So, again, if you don't know who I am, that's me. It's a very suspicious image. I quite literally just took a picture of my webcam. But I use AI. I use AI in everything I do, and especially when I'm creating ads. Me and my team can create ads, and I'm not saying this as like a shout out. Everybody can right now. Okay, everybody can. It requires upfront work, but you can create top quality ads with AI. Okay, so little demonstration. What I use for primarily UGC, and again, I will assume that you guys don't know what I'm talking about. UGC is user generated content. It's a type of just content. It's like, for instance, what this guy here is doing. You'll see it all over. You see it mostly in TikTok and IG in short form content. It's the kind of just iPhone footage, personal, like, with some text thrown over it or something. Like, it just feels really authentic. It's that just really authentic look. And there are tools using AI that can create. This is not a real person. This woman right here is not real. There are tools out there using AI that can create avatars, as they're called. And they look so good. You can create top quality videos with fake people holding your stuff or using your stuff. Some products don't work well. I will just be upfront. Some products do not work well because of the AI. That will get way better, but for right now, some products don't work well. I primarily do health and wellness and beauty, and for instance, getting the AI avatar, that's what I'm calling. That's what these people are. Again, these are not real people, but getting the avatar to apply some kind of makeup or something like a beauty product, it's pretty tricky, and sometimes it doesn't work. That's just me being completely honest. But ArcAds is one tool that you should definitely use if you are a brand looking to create UGC ads with AI. It is probably the number one out there. The founder is a really cool dude, Romain, and he is constantly working on this. So if you've never heard of it, again, it's arcads.ai. It's like $100 to start. I highly suggest, if you just started off and like you're selling some kind of low ticket e-com item, and for instance, let me appeal to the people that want to start a brand. For instance, like if you want to start a brand, what I would do, number one, is have the product, be able to ship the product, and buy enough of the product. And then I would go into ArcAds and I would just start mass creating these avatars. It's about $10 a video, so it is pricey, but I would just start mass creating them, right? That's what, for instance, me and my team do. We just mass create them. And not all of them are winners. It's still a volume game. It's still a testing game. But AI makes this ridiculously easy right now. Easy, and yet people still don't really want to do the work. It's funny how that works, right? So Arcads is one of them. Hey Jin is another. It does a lot of different stuff. It's more of like an all in one kind of AI video platform, but they have product placement. You can do video ads for your products. I don't really like using that one, um, but it does kind of do the exact same thing as Arcads, which is pretty nice. And they have other features too. Again, they're more like an all in one kind of thing. Like this over here, I believe, was an example, like case study for Sephora, where their peptide lip perfection. You know, let's pull this up. I don't think it turned out well, really, at all. But I'm just going to show you again. This did not turn out well. This is just an example video, right, that I wanted to do to test it out. But look how crazy. This is not a real woman, okay? She does not exist. Again, terrible, terrible view, terrible ad. Um, but for just the avatar itself, crazy good, crazy, crazy good, right? Normal people are not going to, when they're just flipping through, they are not going to notice. As long as it's presented in an authentic way, they are not going to notice that that is not a real person. It is insane. Okay. So you have Arcads, Heijin, that's for like AI video stuff. There's also VO3. VO3 is quite expensive. I don't really like using it, but it does make some very high quality videos. You might have different views on this compared to me, but I just don't think high quality is needed. I think brands focus way too much on the best looking ad and the most perfect thing ever, when like ideally literally all you need is something that stops the scroll. Okay, that's all you need. You just need something that stops the scroll. Okay, you don't need something high quality. You just need like this, right? Not this specifically, but you just need something that stops the scroll. You don't need to throw in, you know, the probably $100 to $1,000 it would take to like make the perfect ad using VO3. And VO3 is Google's AI video. You can literally just type what you want, type, you know, you just say what you want and it will give you it. Most of the expense is going to come in iterations because it's not going to give you what you want on the first try. But it is good. It's very high quality. It's just expensive. So I'm not a fan of it. I don't think most brands are a fan of it yet. So, but feel free to check that out. Check that out if you want. Yeah, it's just in the Gemini app for Google. So just type in like Gemini Google, and it will pop up. And you have to get it's in their, you know, super expensive plan if you want to do that. I'm on a dummy account, so but yeah, you just go in, you type in like I run a makeup brand, right? And I have some lip gloss, and you describe my lip gloss. You describe your lip gloss, right? You can even upload pictures of your lip gloss, right? And it just spits out a video. Again, not a big fan of it, so I won't go too much farther into it. But Arcad's Heijin is what I would recommend. This is what we use. And then there's for images, for the static images, there are so many players in the game. There really are. There are a ton. Right now, what seems to be working is literally just Nano Banana. And Nano Banana is Google's AI image model. It's not really an image model. It's more like a photo. It's like Photoshop basically on steroids. It's like AI Photoshop. But for instance, you go into it and this is, you type in aistudio.google and you go in and this thing is crazy, crazy good. I will go in, get some AG1, right? Everybody loves using AG1 as an example. I don't know why, but we have a image of AG1 and I'm just going to say, I want this product in, what's an example? In a woods setting, showing how all natural it is. Let's just see what it does. And it's pretty fast and it's free up to a certain amount of tokens. Nano banana is, that is, for example. And it's just 10 seconds. Like, look at this. I think it looks great. I don't think really anybody will question it. If it's like fake or AI or anything. As far as I see, everything looks good on the bag. It all looks like the text and everything all looks the same. I'm not sure about the foundational. The foundational might be messed up a teeny bit, but honestly, I don't think anybody will be able to tell. And this is without any copy on it at all. Like, imagine, okay, you're running this in your ad account. All you do is like, I want some copy on it. Now put the captions. What would be some good captions for this? Some good copy for this. Green is good. Not my best work, but this is on the fly. At the top left. For right now, there are some ways to get around it, but it only does 1 by 1 and square. You can kind of hack your way around to get different different resolutions. But look at this. Again, it looks pretty bad, but that's what more prompting is for, right? It's easy to create, but still requires some upfront work. And if, hey, you have a designer already, then maybe what you do is just mass create a lot of these. And if you want, then you can just hand them off and your designer will go in whatever tool they use, probably just Canva because everybody does, and just put some captions on the screen. Now I can make this look a lot better with just a couple more prompts, but I kind of want to do some other ones. So let's go in. Let's do an in-use one. So this is AG1 in use. I just put it in without an actual prompt. So let's say I show this being used inside, or let's say show this being used outside on a sports track. I do not know what this is going to turn out. This might just be terrible, but I don't know. Let's just try it out. Let's test it. So, I mean, again, may not make a lot of sense, but you can see it's basically Photoshop on steroids, right? everything kind of looks the same. Like, so a little more flat in here, but honestly, like, it looks, considering what AI was at a while ago, this looks pretty correct. So you could clean this up. You could change it into a different setting, put some captions on it, kind of change it around, but pretty crazy. Let's do a benefit one, right? Everybody loves some benefit statics, and benefit statics are just statics with usually the product, and then you have some benefits associated with the product, right? And then some little symbols, right? And they usually do pretty well, depending on how they look and how you market them. But let's just say make this into a super creative anime style ad. Let's just run with that. Let's see what it does. Again, just a regular benefit ad. So I do not know what it's going to do, but I have more or less high hopes for it. It's taken a little bit longer. It's not bad. It's not bad. I would run this. Again, I have no idea what's really bad or not. A lot of it just comes down to testing. Like, I've made ads and like, that looks terrible. I've run it and it's just does well, and I have no idea why. Okay, it's a different vibe. It's for a different feel, but I mean, if you wanted to do this exact same thing, you would have to hand this off to your designer, and then they would take this into Photoshop, and it would probably take quite a bit, definitely longer than the 20 seconds it took to create this. So I think that's pretty cool. So again, this is Google AI Studio. You can fool around, and I highly suggest, if you're a brand, you go in and you just start chipping away. You just start going away. Okay, you just start getting to work, and it will probably take a bit. It usually does, to get like the correct images that you want with text and everything, but I think it's super worth it. Another tool that I use, not all the time, but sometimes, is LoveArt. It's another AI tool. It's like an AI designer. And they just added Nano Banana, the same model that's being used here. I don't think a lot of people know about LoveArt that much. It's pretty niche, but like, they make some, I mean, these are just their like kind of hand-picked ones, but look how cool these look. I mean, come on. Not this. This is all AI. This is all AI. Like, imagine if you're a cat brand, right? If you're a cat brand and I go in and you want me to make some, you want a package, right? I'll get my team. We'll go in and we'll do something just like this. Imagine it's a dog, right? I could easily change this to a dog brand or something. Don't know what the coffee is, but super cool. Burger ad right here. I could definitely see something like McDonald's doing it here. And some, I mean, look at this one. Burger motion ad. This looks really cool. This looks really nice. I bet that one's being ran and doing really well. So just honestly, some sick ones. So let's do a little bit here. Going to, what do I want to do? Let's do, I believe I have, let's do the normal AG1, and I want creative posters for this AG1 product. Again, extremely basic prompts. I'm not putting much into this. Let's do and just see what it comes up with. Okay. So I went ahead and I just cut straight to when Love Art was done making them, so you guys can take them as they are. It gave me 3. Again, I didn't specify what size I wanted, so it just gave me 3 1x1s, squares, and they look pretty good. I did pixel art because I don't know why not, and I think they look cool. I like them. You can do a lot more, but for a kind of first shot at it, I think it looks pretty cool. I'm doing another one over here because why not? Let's do a kinetic powder. Can I do 2? Oh. Let's do a hero collage. So as you can see, you can use shadows, layer blur, adjustments. Okay, so it just completed. And if you'll see here, the difference from these, again, very plain, very some pixel art style to them. They look pretty good, pretty okay. I would run these to more vertical banner ads. Now these look so good. Some of them, the text is a little messed up, so you probably wouldn't be able to run like all of these, but I would probably still run. I would definitely run some of these. This one looks great. Again, I did more benefit driven with this, with a more kind of athletic feel to it. This looks really cool. I really like this. The text is messed up, unfortunately, but this looks really nice. I mean, all of them. Again, like if you had to manually create these, like, I mean, look at that. You had to manually create these. It would take so much longer. Like, look at this. Look at that. Nicely formatted and everything. And these ones down here, even it does a little like overlay on the vegetables and fruits right down here. This one looks really nice, actually. This one as well, and I didn't do, I mean, the proof is literally right here. I didn't do that much to it. I just hit these two, like I just hit these 2 options and it gave me this. So really cool, makes it very fast. So yeah, that's pretty much it. AI makes stuff way faster. It makes ads way better. It makes creative testing way better. If you're a brand and you are not using AI, I don't really know what to tell you. There is like not a need for going out and hiring designers anymore. AI is slowly eating them all, if it hasn't already. So yeah, little CTA. Okay, don't hate me. All right. Again, me and my team, this is what we do. We make these, we create these, and if you want to, there's limited slots, but hey, down below, free call, no pressure. I hope you guys walked away with more info and help about AI and ads in general. So I hope you guys take care. I hope you guys make a lot of money and have a good one. Again, me and my team, this is what we do. We make these, we create these, and if you want to, there's limited slots, but hey, down below, free call, no pressure. I hope you guys walked away with more info and help about AI and ads in general. So I hope you guys take care. I hope you guys make a lot of money and have a good one.